All right, let's convene the September meeting of the Public Safety Committee. We'll call the meeting to order. Approval of last month's minutes.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, privilege of the floor. Anybody here for privilege of the floor? We do have somebody for privilege of the floor. Hey, Gallo.
Karen Engstrom, Township of Chautauqua and Chautauqua Energy Watch. The installation of battery energy storage systems in our communities is a public safety issue. Towns and landowners are being approached by developers to install battery energy storage systems, BESS, which is encouraged by the state that is now sponsoring solicitations from the developers. Residents and towns are alarmed about this because of the costs, the dangers, and the loss of control of their communities. First, when real energy is operating, there is no need or justification for battery energy storage. Hydro, dual cycle gas, nuclear are on demand, affordable, reliable, tried, and true. There are many questions that must be answered before BESS installations go forward in our communities. First of all, evacuation plans. Do we have evacuation plans? We know that in Ripley, at the state level siting board hearings, the fire plan was an evacuation of a radius of 7 miles in the case of a thermal runaway fire or explosion, which BESS has exhibited in many places in New York State, and the big one recently in Moss Landing in California. How will evacuation for the schools and the nursing homes and the universities and the community that is so close to these proposed installations, how will that be handled? Will mutual aid firefighters receive training? Are mutual aid fire companies on board with this situation that they will be facing? We know it takes days sometimes to extinguish a thermal runaway fire, and it uses a lot of resources and a lot of water, and that water goes into our watershed. What becomes of the materials that they're made of at the end of their very short life? And who's going to pay for them? Is it true that BESS shuts down, as do solar and wind, if the grid fails? I've spoken to a grid operator, and he says, yes, it is not a backup system at all. It shuts down like everything else. And how is the large price tag going to be reflected in our energy bills? I've provided a list of the many dangers, the fire and explosions, the toxic gas release, the water contamination, the high cost, the lifespan aging, the inefficiency, the hazardous materials, the inability to dispose of them because they are toxic waste. Our state is imposing these things on us, and we have some quotes from our local politicians. Mr. Langworthy and State Senator Borrello have both stated that these proposals are an assault on our residents and on our quality of life. The state does force elected officials into choosing between economic incentives and the safety and security of their constituents. Renewable energy is not an industry. It is documented that 1/3 of the cost comes from the federal government and almost 50% from the state and local subsidies. So renewable energy is not competitive. It is simply a government program designed to enrich a coalition of developers and the industry, as well as speculators.
Okay.
So,
Karen, you are approaching your 3 minutes.
okay, I bring your
Okay.
attention to the insurance statement on the back of the hazards, which indicates that it will not be insured, and there's also a couple of pieces of legislation and recommendations for the towns. And I hope you will help our little towns, because I've been to 5 of them recently, and they're very desperate for any kind of advice and help that they can have.
Okay.
So, thank you.
From the county.
From the county, yeah,
Okay.
because you know so much more than they do. They really are not well informed on this problem.
Well, thank you for your presentation. Okay, anybody else here for privilege of the floor? If not, we'll close privilege of the floor. Number 1, proposed resolution setting the salary for digital forensic investigator.
Hi, Sam Zafuto, Deputy Director of Finance, here for the DA's office.
Just you, Sam?
At the moment, yes. Yeah, this is setting a new salary. The DA's office has been working with the Human Resources Department to classify an employee. This is a transfer that has happened already this year. We had done a resolution earlier this year for this employee. So this was a grade based on discovery and some of the increased duties he's using with cell phones, cameras, and discovery. So this basically would set that salary. It is not expected to have any impact on the budget this year, and this higher grade has been included for this employee in the 2026 tentative budget.
What grade, pay grade was it prior to this?
He is, the HR director is coming.
Good question.
Hi.
Hey, Deb.
Thanks, Deb.
Sorry, Debbie Mikowski, Director of HR. This being a new title, we're looking at it being graded as a 25. Off the top of my head, I don't know what the individual is currently graded, but the title does not exist.
Was it a 16 or 18?
No, I believe he's a 21.
Was-
20 to
Okay,
21,
all right.
that
Okay.
rings a bell. Yes.
And what's a 21, what does it pay for a 21? I'm not holding you to the exact pennies or whatever.
It's
She's grabbing her binder.
Okay.
less than a 25,
Yes,
Right.
definitely less than a
Correct.
25.
Correct.
if that helps. Okay. Okay, Sam, as far as this grade and title,
Mhm.
other counties have anything similar to this, or Cattaraugus, Erie County, anybody around us?
So I can't speak to specific counties and what they have, but with these new and ever-changing discovery laws, we are seeing more of the discovery-related titles. So we have already created discovery expediter, discovery facilitator, and now it's this digital forensic investigator that
okay.
will be kind of digging more into the digital side of any discovery items that come to light.
Do we currently have someone that provides that function?
This individual, yes.
And
Yes.
why would we take them up for salary grades?
They are literally working in an IT-specific title. What title is he right now, do you know?
It's, I believe it's a senior it's a personal it's like a senior personal computer specialist title, but it's not parenthetical under the DA's office, and this was more designed, what the DA was looking for was more discovery-based kind of cell phone, digital information than what that title initially did, so it was kind of outside the scope of what that employee was
The
doing.
job duties.
Correct.
Yeah, the job duties
correct.
have changed based on the
Yeah,
needs.
this
of the
is essentially to properly classify him in the job and the scope and the duties that he's doing right now.
Gaming devices, cell towers, the whole works.
Yes.
Gaming devices, I have no idea what that
Me
entails.
both.
Bob will explain it to me later, but
Yeah, catch me afterwards.
he's a
I'm
gamer.
interested.
Okay.
What percentage increase would it be for the person?
Per the union contract, this would be a promotion, so
Mhm.
he would increase at least 80 cents per hour. But it would depend on what step he's in his current grade 21. And that at least 80 cents would then determine what he moves to in the grade 25, if this title is approved.
So, excuse me, just some salary information. The current grade that he is in, the 21, the range is 3168 to 4180. The proposed grade with a new title is, as noted on the resolution, 3653 an hour to 4870 an hour. Again, as the Director of HR mentioned, depending on where he is in his current, and on the current scale.
So about a $5 an hour bump in pay, give or take.
Well, according to the contract, it would be at least 80 cents, and then they'd fall into the next higher step within this range.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's based on their current step
Mhm.
as a starting point to
How long have you been doing this job right now?
We moved him over from kind of the sheriff's organization, I believe it was in February of this year. So he had been assigned to kind of the jail, but then he's been doing more of the DA. So actually in February, that was the resolution that we brought to increase payroll was for this employee, moving him to the DA's office at that time.
I would've said 6 months.
Yep.
Yeah.
The raise that you're recommending is within the parameters of normal raises for promotions in the county.
Correct, correct.
Thank you.
Deb, and this would be like grade 25, step 1, or don't we, no, exactly.
I don't have that. off
Okay,
the top
step
of my
1
head.
or step 2, probably?
For 6,300, 1 and 2 were eliminated in their last contract. So potentially
Oh.
at least step 3.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, committee, any other questions of Sam or Debbie? If not, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have a proposed resolution authorize acceptance of the Victim Assistance Program funding for 2025 through 2028.
That is correct. Sam Zafuto again for the DA's office. This is a grant that we've been working on. It's gonna offset some salaries, so we have a prorated piece of it here for Q4 essentially, and then the balance of this first year funding has been included in the 2026 tentative budget. And basically, we're just looking for approval to move forward with this.
Committee? Anybody questions? If not, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thanks, Sam. Okay, next, proposed resolution amend 2025 budget for the Chautauqua County Department of Emergency Medical Services, fly car and ambulance services.
Well, Sam Zafuto again here for the Department of EMS. The director does send his regrets. He's at a conference this week, so he's out. Bonnie was unavailable.
Okay,
And I did put this resolution together, so at this point, the fly car department is not over budget. We are trending in that direction. At the same time, we are trending to have a surplus of revenue above what we've budgeted, so this resolution essentially is a budget neutral that should get us well into Q4, then we'll reevaluate essentially at the end of the year to see where we finish, but we are in a much better spot with this department than we were 1 year ago at this time.
Well, that's good news.
yeah, I was gonna say, Sam, this is a switch, because a lot of times, these resolutions have read the other way.
1 year ago,
Okay.
I was $450,000 used the fund balance in September for this department. So
Ooh.
this is a change. Our revenue is
Okay.
actually, I think we're gonna need another amendment at year end, but at this point in time, we can go budget neutral. I'm just being cautious based
Okay.
on its projected revenue, not grant or something in the bank already.
Okay, so possibly at the end of the year, another increase in revenue, possibly?
Possibly, or
Okay.
expense. We're
Okay.
really kinda too close to call right now. The
Okay.
payroll number's like 1% too high than you'd like to see
Okay.
at this point. And really, a lot will depend on what happens in Q4, so, but
This-
we are in a much better spot than we were 1 year ago.
I was gonna say, this isn't bad.
Yeah.
This isn't bad.
Mr.
Committee,
Chairman,
what-
you may recall that when we put the 2025 budget together, there was a lot of discussion about this budget. And we did a lot of work, background work, in putting together a expense and revenue projection for 2025 that we had a lot of confidence in. And it's nice to see that our confidence is turning out to be correct.
Mr. Chairman, you put a lot of work into this, and we appreciate your efforts.
Thank you.
Okay. Committee, any questions on this? If not, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, next, proposed resolution, amend 2026 budget for OES and authorize acceptance of the FY 2022 Technical Rescue and Urban Search and Rescue Grant. You're still
Yep.
with us.
I'm still with you, you're still stuck with me, but no, Noel did send some notes on this, so this, I have some info. This is a competitive grant, so this is not something the county gets every year.
Okay,
The county is the lead agency with Cattaraugus County, but this is a great effort to get this, and there is no local share to this funding, and it is going to be used basically to replace outdated equipment with newer equipment, but it's a great job on a competitive cycle to get a grant like this, so.
Sam, do we know who worked on this grant?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I'm assuming it was Noel Bonnie, but I'm not sure from
Okay.
another county who would have
Gotta
been
be Bonnie
involved.
Peters.
Yeah.
Oh, she
I-
definitely was
I would
involved.
think, but, or no. Okay, committee questions on this one? If not, those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right,
Thank you.
you're leaving, Sam? All right. Next resolution, authorize execution of NYS Office of Homeland Security funding grant explosive detection K-9 team for fiscal year 2022.
Good afternoon, Riley Emil, Office of the Sheriff. Our first resolution we have in front of you is for a funding for fiscal year 2022, the Explosive Detection K-9 Team Grant. This allows us to pay for some overtime and fringe costs associated with training and backfill purchases for equipment for the team. And it pays for some required training that they have to have. It is included in the 2025 budget, so there's no budget amendment that's needed.
That's what we like to hear. Okay, committee questions?
How many canines do we have?
I believe 4. Sorry, we have 3. One deputy has 2 and another deputy has 1.
Now, all 3 of the dogs will go to this, for this training, or just one of them is specific?
All 3 of them are not explosive detection canines. I believe 2 of them are.
Any other questions on this one?
Can you explain why it's fiscal year 2022?
It's just how the New York State funding is coming through to us. It covers the grant period of August 1st, 2025 to August 31st of 2026. It just, all of the grants have been delayed. So fiscal year 22 is just, we just got the notice of award a couple weeks ago for 2022.
So 2025 or 2024, we didn't have the grant money?
We probably will, it's just, probably
Oh,
won't
so
be
it's
for a
still
couple more years.
forthcoming?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah.
Terry,
Yes. Mark.
we did get this grant last year, didn't we, though?
Yes,
Money-
this is a grant-
Actual money
Yes.
last year?
This is a grant that we received for many years.
Yeah, so it was probably fiscal year 21 last year.
Correct. 21 just expired on August 31st, 2025.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay, anybody else? If not, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay. All right, next, proposed resolution authorize the execution of New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee grant for the Police Traffic Services Program fiscal year 2026.
So this is another grant that we've received multiple years. This is for $23,400. It starts October 1st, 2025 and goes through September 30th, 2026. It allows us to pay for overtime for extra details, specifically for seatbelt mobilization, click it or ticket, and speeding tickets. It is included in the 2025 budget.
Okay. All right, committee, question? If not, those in favor of this one?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, next, proposed resolution authorize regional partnership agreements with municipalities for the tactical team program.
This agreement is a regional partnership agreement that is required to have a tactical team grant. It allows the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office to work with other agencies within the region, and they basically share personnel and equipment. But ultimately, the grant is for the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office, and we allocate resources throughout the region.
Okay, and Riley, it's Ellicott Bus Stand, Lakewood Bus Stand, Jamestown, that are participating with us.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
It's the town of Ellicott, Lakewood, Busti, and Jamestown that are participating with us?
Yes, they are the initial partners that we would be entering into an agreement with.
Gotcha, okay.
What about the other agencies? We don't,
Other agencies, we can partner with them, if they would like to. It's just, these agencies have reached out to us and are interested in joining the tactical team, and we have to have an agreement, in order to fund, share the resources.
okay.
So like Dunkirk or Fredonia could reach out to us later on?
Yes, this is correct.
Okay.
Has the county informed them that it's available to them?
I am unsure of that. Basically, what happens with these grants, same thing with the explosive detection K-9 grant, the region meets as a whole, so all agencies that are in the region that have an interest in it meet, and they actually write what the budget is going to be, and then the sheriff's office typically is a fiduciary of the grant. Similar to our Operation Stone Garden grant, Dunkirk Police Department participates in it,
Fredonia,
Fredonia.
okay. So these other departments like Dunkirk and Fredonia are at least aware of the program?
They're able to participate in the program, but they haven't reached out to us to participate.
Okay, they haven't reached out, but following up on Tom's question, they are aware of the program?
Yes, they should be aware of the
Okay.
program.
All right.
Is this a grant we've gotten in the past?
This is a grant that we have never received.
Never?
How these grants are, they are awarded by a point basis, and in order to receive points, we have to have this partnership agreement in place in order to be even eligible for the grant.
Who's the point person with the county sheriff's department if someone wanted to participate in that? Like if the chief of police of Fredonia wanted to participate, who's the person they should contact?
I believe it's Lieutenant Howlett.
Thank you.
Okay, committee, any other questions on this proposed resolution? If not, those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Riley, nice job. Thank you. Okay, committee, is there anything else that should come before the committee under other? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We're adjourned. Thank you, committee.
Bob. Hey, Terry.
Sorry I was late.
We're marking it